It is 10:45 and we finally managed to get ourselves out of the room and we are headed to Parma. Hopefully the trains treat us kindly today and we're not delayed for 5,000 hours because the train ride is only 15 minutes.
This train is actually on time, yay.
Crazy.
We came to Parma to see some of the architecture and mostly to try Parmigiano Reggiano cheese and prosciutto, straight from the source. This is Parma Cathedral. It's beautiful both inside and out. Parts of this building have been around since 1100.
We just saw the church. It's very, very cool. Now we're gonna go get some pizza. That looks really good, actually.
Yeah.
Mine's really good. That pizza was delicious, even though we're not in the part of Italy that specializes in pizza. Still obviously so good. Now that we both have food coma, we're just gonna walk around the city and see what we find. We landed on one museum that we're pretty interested in, which is the Puppet Museum, so we're gonna go check it out.
This museum boasts part of a puppet collection by Giordano Ferrari. The puppets and marionettes come from some of the most influential puppeteering companies of the last 300 years. Some of the later puppets in the exhibit have been used recently in TV shows.
You could not pay me to sleep in that room.
Yeah, that was cool, but definitely some creepy puppets in there.
I kind of want to watch a video now of what those puppets look like when they're expertly performed.
Apparently, they're so good that people confuse them as miniature humans. I don't know. Looking at them up close, I don't think I'd confuse them as a human, but maybe we gotta actually watch a show. Anyway, now we have no idea what we're gonna do. Probably just keep wandering around until it's time to eat some more.
This enormous complex of museums is called Palazzo della Pilota. This palace had an indoor theater that was colossal. It felt like as big as an outdoor amphitheater. This exhibit shows the oldest artifacts that have been collected from the area, including stone tools and very early copper tools. This exhibit about the printing press was really cool. They had all kinds of tools from every part of the printing process, from casting letters to lining them up and printing full books.
We were originally just looking for a place to sit down, chill, and has bathroom, isn't super hot. So we're like either cafe or museum. So we chose museum. That museum was actually huge and there was so much in it. I feel like we learned a lot.
Yeah, we saw many different exhibits. We saw like archaeological exhibit, an old theater. We saw a printing press exhibit that was extremely cool. We saw a bunch of paintings that I wish I understood art history better. But anyway, now we're gonna go eat some prosciutto and parmigiano and get some drinks and sit the down.
Wow, we have 3 different types of prosciutto and big hunks of parmesan and a basket of bread. This wasn't gonna be dinner, but now it's gonna be dinner. I think they're aged like 24 months.
This one's 24 months, this one's 30 months. Wow, it's like so soft.
That was delicious, and that concludes our day in Parma. We are heading to the train station and taking the train back to Reggio Emilia to our hotel. today's train experience was super painless. Like all the trains were only delayed for like maybe max 5 minutes. We're both obviously really full from everything we've eaten. So we're probably not gonna go out for dinner. We're just gonna get some stuff from the grocery store and eat that. And then take it easy the rest of the day.
In Italy, it's pretty common for the railroad workers to strike. And there is a strike tomorrow happening at, I think it starts at 3 p.m. or 5 p.m., not sure which. So we should be in Zurich by then, but we'll see.
I am slightly concerned about the whole strike ordeal because if our trains get delayed and the strike happens, I believe the strike doesn't end for a few days. And we have to be in Zurich, or we have to be.
We're not gonna get stuck for days. We'll just
Are
get
you
stuck
sure?
for hours, yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm slightly concerned because we're going back to Switzerland for a pretty exciting group activity that we paid for and signed up for. So hopefully we don't miss that. Good morning. It's a big day. We're traveling today from Reggio Emilia in Italy to Spitz, back to Spitz in Switzerland because we have a big adventure planned. But today's travel is going to be a little rough, potentially.
I thought there was going to be a train strike all day tomorrow. And then yesterday, I thought I heard that it was going to start today afternoon until tomorrow afternoon. But online, this morning, I read that it started today at 3 a.m. So who knows what's going to happen, but we're just hoping for the best and hoping we can get to at least Zurich. If we can get to Zurich, we'll be happy.
The city is very clearly still completely asleep. Nobody's outside, but we're waiting for our taxi because we really want to be at the train on time and not miss our very first train.
So our first train is going to take us from the Reggio Emilia high-speed station to Milano Centrale. The next train is supposed to take us from Milano Centrale to Zurich in Switzerland. And the last train is supposed to take us from Zurich to Spitz. And then our hotel is in Spitz.
So far, all the train stations we've been in Italy have been like pretty old school, like old buildings, very historic looking. But this one's super modern, super fancy. Bad news number one is our first train is delayed by like 15 minutes, which is not a big deal.
Our connection from Milan to Zurich has already been canceled. We're about to head to Milan, but the woman at the ticket office here told me basically that we have to change it there or we lose all of the insurance that we can actually get to Zurich. So yeah, the adventure begins.
Six hours later.
We're still in Milan. It is 6 p.m. We have been here for almost 6 hours and trains just keep getting canceled and delayed. And the latest right now is our train going to Zurich will be at about 6:45. So it's been probably close to a 7-hour train delay. So we've been in Milan station this whole time because we didn't want to get too far in case like different trains come up and get delayed. It's a show. Okay, the most hilarious thing just happened. Literally, they announced the platform of the train and like a horde, like everybody, like thousands of people just ran toward the platform. It's a train with reserved seats. So we're finally on the train to Zurich. 7 hours later. It is 11:45 and we are in Bern. So we'll explain everything in a second. Chris is ready to get off this train. The train hasn't stopped yet. It is 12:30, well past midnight, and we just got to Spitz. And we're walking to our hotel. Hopefully, it is not too far. It's almost 1 a.m., so we're gonna be really brief about the journey that we went through to get here.
So we started at 9 o'clock. We got a taxi to the high-speed rail station in Reggio Emilia.
That part was very easy.
All good.
15 minutes.
We got on that train, which was like a little delayed, maybe 10 minutes delayed. No problem. It got us to Milan like, well, right about when our second train was supposed to be leaving. But like before we even left, I got an email that said, your train from Milan to Zurich is canceled. Then we get to Milan. We go straight into this giant line of people trying to redo their tickets.
The line is huge. I want to emphasize that we probably waited in that line for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It was pretty close to 2 hours. We did meet these two guys in front of us who we ended up hanging out with for the entire day. The next ticket that they could be like pretty sure would make it to Zurich left at 6:10. So it's currently like 1 p.m. and they're like, here's this train for 6:10 because the 2:10 train was canceled, the 3:10 train was canceled, the 4:10 train was canceled, the 5:10 train was canceled, and the 7:10 train was canceled.
We had our train ticket to go to Zurich from Milan at 11:10 a.m. And the guy, when we got to the booth, he was like, I can't guarantee any of the other trains. Most of them are canceled. The only one I can guarantee is at 6:10.
So what we ended up doing all day was just hanging out with these two guys from Michigan that we met. Basically, we got lunch and we kind of just camped out at a table for like 6 hours.
The thing is, we saw on the board later on, there was a 5:10 train leaving for Zurich.
We went to try to look at this 5:10 train.
Literally, like at every single train door, there was like a horde of 30 to 40 people trying to get on the train. And if you look at the window of the train is already like packed. The train's already full.
We did all this waiting. We finally get on the 6:10 train, which shows up. It left like 60 minutes.
Yeah, 50 minutes to an hour.
It left at like 7:05.
Yeah.
So it was very late.
Yeah.
But it went and we got seats on it.
Right after we left Milan, the train made random stops and slowdowns.
Yeah.
And we were also like at this one station for a while. And I was like, oh my God. And the reason why we're concerned is because Zurich isn't where we're staying tonight. We have to go from Zurich to Spitz.
We stop in the city. The Italian crew gets off. The Swiss crew gets on. Everybody literally cheers. And the train was like, they updated all the times. The same exact train was completely on time after that. It was ridiculous. We got on the second to last train here tonight. If it had taken us another 30 minutes, we would be shit out of luck and we'd have to get another hotel in Zurich. So it was 4 hours to Zurich and then it was another 2 hours to Spitz.
Yeah, we had to transfer in Bern as well.
It was terrible. It's been a terrible day.
It was a terrible day because we literally we got up at 9 a.m. and we have done nothing but either wait or sit at the train station. But the thing is, we weren't even comfortably just chilling at the train station because all of these trains were getting canceled. So it's not like we're like, oh yeah, we're for sure going at 6:10, so whatever. No, we were stressed because we were like, what if the 6:10 train gets canceled? Because the 7:10 train is canceled. What if the 6:10 train gets so delayed that we get to Zurich really late and there's no way we can come to Spitz? Good morning. The breakfast is amazing. Unfortunately, it's already like 10:40 and we have to check out by 11. We really want to stay here for an extra hour or so. I booked a really cute hotel for us because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a long travel day from all the way from Italy to here. We need we just want to rest at a good place. Didn't get to enjoy it at all because you already heard, we got here at 1 a.m. So we woke up at 9, got breakfast, and now we're packing up to check out, which is sad because this hotel is really cute. And the views are so pretty because it's Switzerland, everywhere's pretty. Okay, so today's itinerary is all we need to do is get to Grindelwald. That's it, because we have nothing planned besides getting to Grindelwald and packing up and getting ready for the hike. We just called the hiking company and they gave us a lot more details. So we're gonna make sure we have everything and then that's it. We're very excited. They said the weather is looking good. So they did say that because it snowed, we're gonna be snowshoeing instead of using spikes. We just got to the train station and the view is spectacular. having a great time with trains today. Super scenic, super on time, and we've had seats so far. Train, hotel. We checked in. The wall's a carpet.
Join us next time for an epic 2-day adventure where we climb on the Aletsch Glacier and stay at a very cool mountain hut.